Okay, we took a little short break out of the Guitar Summit into this lovely room that allowed us to play quite loud. I'm here with De Cillia amps to talk to you about the Single 25. Hi.
Nice to
Thank
meet
you for
buddy.
having us, man. Good to meet you in person finally. Thank you for having us. We just finished playing this. We're going to add a little bit of audio in between just to show people what it sounds like. You told me about this amp, I think, a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
We were talking on Instagram, and you were saying that it took you quite a bit of time to get it going.
Yeah,
But now it's here,
it's here in the flesh.
in the flesh. It sounds remarkable. And the first thing I told you about is when I'm hitting the bass note at the same time as a high note, something very bassy, something very trebly, it's even.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty magical about it. Let's tell the people what this is. Tell us what single stands for and
Yeah.
what 25 stands for. We've no idea.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, why this name? The first idea was to do an amp that is called a single-ended. So it's an amp that uses only one power tube. And thanks to that, it operates in full Class A. So for me, that was the starting one because I consider that that's the best amp that are done usually this way.
Right.
And the idea was to still voice this power amplification a bit in a hi-fi approach a bit, which is to have a lot of definition.
Right.
Still be forgiving as an amp should be, so it still sounds very warm and soft in the eyes, but the idea was that, yeah, you should have the full spectrum and the best dynamic that you can. So that was the idea for him that, yeah, if you hit a bass and a very high note at the same time, they should be both there.
Right.
Which is sometimes missing, I think.
No, I agree. The tube.
And the tube.
The milk gallon. That's the tube. We're gonna show a little bit of B-roll of it.
The particularity.
I'm gonna put my hand next to it so you understand how big this thing is. Yes.
So yeah, this tube was chosen for technical reason, not
Yeah.
for marketing reason. It's just that I wanted to have 25 watts with only a single tube,
Yeah.
and to do that you need a tube that can dissipate at least 50. That's the rule
Right.
of thumb, that's the way it works.
Yeah.
So this can handle 70 watts, so I was like, that's great, guess what, I can use this guy, still have a comfortable design margin,
Yeah.
because we know that many amps, sometimes the tubes, they blow them very fast.
Right, right.
So that was the goal. Of course, at the first time I was like, is this going to work? Because he was never using the guitar amp. So I was like, maybe it's going to sound too defined, too hi-fi.
Right.
And also I didn't know how we will distort. But now when I built the first prototype, I was like, wow, I mean, this thing can really do super clean, but also super gritty stuff,
Yeah.
still keeping that definition.
Right.
Which is what I was looking for.
And
So,
that's the other thing. It's the definition is that, and then if I have it cranked on this side of the amp, so if the camera can see on this side of the amp, there is a attenuator. Am I correct?
I know, that's the thing. It's not an attenuator,
Okay.
but the purpose was, of course, to have a knob that helps the amp to be to distort at lower volume, because
Yeah.
that's what we all want, right?
Yes.
When we are at home.
All the time.
But the idea was not to do an attenuation, so it's not something that is between the speaker and the amp. It's a real reconfiguration of the bias, of the current that flows in the tube in
Okay.
steady state.
Right.
And so when you flick this switch inside, it's as if you have a guy that is like trimming and changing it. And when you have one power tube, if you change the bias, you really change the power.
Right.
So that's why you will see, I mean, it's like when you're in 4 watts, it's still a 4 watt amps that has all the character you would expect from a 4 watt amps.
Yeah.
And he has all the quality that could have the 25. So it's just, you can really have a full spectrum of amplitude. You can have really
Yeah.
distorted sound at lower volume. It's still the amp, it's not an attenuation. So I would call it power reconfiguration.
Perfect. That's awesome. That makes sense. So then tell me what the boost does.
The boost is basically a partial disable of the tone stack. It's a half bypass, so
Yeah.
your tone stack is less efficient, but you get 7-8 dB,
Yeah.
and mostly in a medium. It's something that can be very useful for solos or stuff like that. That's
Right.
why, I mean, there is a foot switch as well that can actuate this boost.
Okay, and that foot switch that's right here.
Yeah.
It says boost on one side, so you can turn the boost on and off. That way you don't have to go to the
Yeah.
amp. and reverb on and off as well. Reverb, I see you have depth and mix, which
Yeah.
is always a really, really good thing to have on an amp because it allows you to control it a little bit better.
Yeah.
Maybe you can crank the depth and put the mix a little bit low.
Yeah, you can go from full boinginess style to very subtle
Yeah.
short decay reverb. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was something I wanted to have as well.
And it's a spring?
It's a spring reverb,
Okay.
tube driven.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect.
in that sense.
Excellent. On the back, I saw, well, first we have two high and low
Yeah.
input, which is normal and cool. On the back, I saw a line out.
Yes, so you do have a line out. Alors, the idea is that it's not going to disconnect your speaker. It's not made for that. It's more if you do recording or live, it's very nice to have this line out plug because you have directly a signal that can go to the mixing table,
Yeah.
and it's very, very transparent. Still, to be honest, it's something I would use with the good old microphone in front,
Yeah.
and you combine the two. That's why it gets interesting.
Okay.
The line out is very defined in the low bass, mid-range, but the speaker has some magic in high mid-range, so you still want to have that. So ideally, you do both of those. If you don't have a mic still, you plug yourself in a mixing
Yeah.
table for a concert, you will have a very nice
I
sound.
understand. Speaking of speakers, what speaker is in this thing?
It's a 1258 Eminence.
From
Legend.
Eminence.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
You get this question, I bet, all the time. I know you get this question because I ask you this question, and every time I go on Instagram, everybody asks you this question. These knobs are so sick. Did you design the knobs?
Yes, I did. Yeah, they are custom made. Yeah.
And they're one-piece aluminum, you were telling
Yeah, it's
us.
one piece aluminum CNC, then it's anodized, and then it's re-CNC on the top to make it shiny. So yeah, it's no
Okay.
sticker or plastic parts. I mean, all the part of this on the external part, aluminum, laser engraved, so, because
Yeah.
it's something, no matter what you do, even if you spill alcohol on it, it's stainless.
Right,
And I
yeah.
like this idea.
I like
think.
it too. Recently, we saw on Instagram that your amp is now with Paul Davids, and he loves it. And your amp is now with Joe Bonamassa, and he
Yeah.
loves it. How does that feel for you?
I'm still processing.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, I'm very, very honored.
Yeah, I mean, Joe
very
Bonamassa
honored.
is the king of all amps.
Yeah, I mean, for sure to know that there is a single 25 sitting right now in Nerdville.
Yeah, next
Yeah,
to a
I mean,
59,
like,
a real 59 Les Paul, many of them going through it. It's excellent.
Yeah, it's with a huge family now.
Yeah. Well, it's really good to meet you, man, and really in person. All the deserved success.
very much.
You really deserve it. And now we're going to hear the amp with Sasha playing it, and possibly me.
Weedies.
I thought you were gonna play a fucking John Mayer song.
No way.
watching this video on Guitar Summit 2025. There will be more on our channel.
Many more. There's going to be some on my channel, some on Sasha's channel.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot on both of our Instagrams. We're going to be collaborating. I'm so glad we decided to film in front of this fountain. I can't hear myself think. Okay.